So I just woke up. It's 8:23 a.m. here. It's like 2 a.m. my time, but I went to bed at a good time last night here, so I slept through the night. So now I'm going to try to get on a good sleep schedule. And there are no windows in this apartment, so it feels like it's the middle of the night right now, but I know if I open the door, it'll be like the city will be up and running already. And I did my laundry for the first time last night using my Dr. B's soap, and I hung it up all on this railing, and it's like perfectly dry and clean, so that's awesome. So I am en route to La Puerta de Atocha, which is where my train leaves, and I was lost for like an hour, and then I found out that I can use my data if I turn my roaming on, so now I'm using Google Maps to find my way. So I kept looking around for street signs, and I realized that they're all on the sides of buildings like this. So my train leaves in about 25 minutes and I'm almost there, and I'm so stressed about getting there on time, and what if it's the wrong place? I don't even know if it's the correct address. I made it. So I made it on the train literally just in time. I'm so happy. It may have taken me 4 hours, but I'm here. It was only 2 miles away from my Airbnb, but I think I walked for like 5 miles. And I'm having a really hard time finding vegan food. This morning I was about to just eat like an omelet or something, and then I kept walking and I found this little store. And so I bought a box of bars and some cashews and 2 bananas. And then I ate, the only vegan thing I could find at a restaurant was El Andalus, and it was like 2 pieces of toast with tomatoes on it, and it was not filling at all, and I was starving, and that was at like 10 a.m. And it cost 3 euros. So now I think I know how to be smarter with my money, and it's just to buy like fruit and bread and stuff on its own from like grocery stores, because restaurants are going to be more expensive and not fill me up and not have good vegan food. I'm about to dive into this nice meal here and start this book. I bought this book at the airport. It's called The Mind Connection. A hardback book was probably not the best choice, but it was on sale for $8 and I kind of wanted the book. Maybe I'll throw it away if it gets too heavy. Also, I used a bathroom in the train station and it cost 60 euros. Who knew? And it seems like nobody here is following like any traffic. There's no like traffic rules really, and everyone just crosses the street when they want to, it seems like. And so I was in a huge group of people, and then I went ahead and started walking across, and some guy was like, en rojo, and pointing to the light because it was red. And like, I felt very attacked because nobody else seemed to care. So I made it to Pamplona. That was like the most enjoyable bus ride or train ride ever. I was just sitting there, peaceful. It was super beautiful outside the window. And I'm so happy because I was just looking for water, and I found this little like thing, and it's water. So now I'm walking to the University of Navarra to get my pilgrim passport, and it's 3 miles away, which is like not that far, but also it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon right now. So I need to be mindful of my time because I need to find a hostel after that. Okay, now it's been almost 2 hours since my train got here, and my main fear is that my phone's gonna die and I'll have no idea how to get around, because right now I'm using my phone, but like the service is so bad that it's not really that helpful. I mean, it's better than if I didn't have it, but it takes like 5 minutes to load, and then it keeps rerouting me and just like confusing me. So I really shouldn't be following it, but I have no other way to get around. Okay, so I found it, and I just asked someone where the office for pilgrims is, and it was weird because I don't think I've talked to anyone all day, and it's like 5 p.m. So I finally got my pilgrim passport, the official stamp, and each time I go somewhere, these little boxes will get stamped. So at the end, I'll have like a little souvenir of all the places I went. I couldn't be more excited to have gotten my passport. Literally, it has been a long journey today to find that. And I know there will be much longer journeys, but at least for day one, it's kind of a lot. Thought I might have been on the wrong trail, but here we go. And I hope the trail is just clearly marked the whole way, because that is very helpful. And people keep walking by me when I'm vlogging. So I'm super pumped, obviously, now that I'm on the trail especially, but I thought I would just document some things that I'm nervous for. Number 1, speaking Spanish. Right now, I feel like somewhat confident speaking it,
I mean, it's kind of embarrassing. Oh, look at that. But I get my point across, and I can understand people decently. So I hope that'll be better in 6 weeks. And also, vegan food I'm nervous for. I also just want to talk to people more because today I don't think I talked to anyone until like 5 p.m. when I needed to. Like I could easily walk the whole trail and not talk to people, and I definitely want to, and I want to get better at Spanish, like I really do. So I need to make myself use it. I haven't really been in social situations so far, so I think I will make a lot of friends or like different groups of people to walk with. So I arrived at my albergue and I showered and I washed my clothes in the shower, and now I'm using safety pins to hang them up to dry. And I switched to my evening shoes. So I'm super content right now because I have a place to stay. My bed is all set up. I've showered, my clothes are being washed, and now it's only 6:15, so I have so much time to just hang out. And they lock the doors at 10, but I'll be back before 10. I'm probably just gonna walk around for like an hour or two, and it's super nice out, so I can just chill and listen to music and stretch and do whatever. And there are a bunch of open fields and things. Oh my god, I was gonna hit by a car. There are a bunch of open fields and cool outlooks, so I'll probably just go get some food and then chill there. Also, I think I should get a shell for my backpack because I knew people did that, but I didn't realize literally everyone would have a shell on their backpack, and I don't have one. So I was going to go to a restaurant and get the Pilgrim menu, but it was all like meat and egg stuff, and so I could have asked for replacements, but then I was just like, I don't know. And it was 10 euros, and so I was like, okay, I can do better than that. And so I went to this little market and just bought dinner. And so I bought this microwave rice that I'm not gonna microwave, and then a can of corn that I can peel the top off of, and 2 nectarines. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna save so much money, and it was like 7 something euros. So, you know, you learn from your mistakes. And I'm smart, and I took these utensils from the airport, so now I can eat my rice, my corn. So this was a very rough choice for dinner. I thought it would be more cooked than it is, and like the corn makes it bearable, but like I knew it would be cooked because it only had to be in the microwave for 1 minute, so I was like, oh, it's cooked, like it's safe. But it's just kind of gross. Roughing it on the Camino 101. Just buy uncooked rice and eat it for dinner. Okay, dinner update. I added some cashews in it, so it's like a little Asian cuisine, and it's like salty, so it's better now. And I have this one, and I added some water, so I added some water to this one, and now I have it like sitting there. Oh no. And maybe it'll soak up some of the water and not be as gross. Okay, so dinner update. I literally just can't finish it. I'm on my first bowl, and it's like, I'm not actively hungry anymore, and so I just can't do it. It's so gross. But I'm full, so that's good. And I'm gonna put my leftovers in a bag because that is how to be resourceful. Maybe I'll eat it for breakfast tomorrow if I'm really hungry. So I have a nice plate set up for myself, and I'm about to indulge in this nectarine, which is actually so good. So, you know, dinner might have been not the best, but dessert is all that matters. So I'm walking back to my albergue, and there's this awesome double rainbow. Okay, so I came back to the hostel, and everyone was gone, and I think the lady earlier when I checked in was saying, like, they all got to dinner at 7, and it's 7:40, so they're definitely all gone right now, and I, like, left before that to get my own food. So, and also I'm hungry again, so I'm gonna eat my last bar and my other nectarine, and possibly the rice if it comes to that. And it's really windy, but it's warm out, so it's nice. I'm just sitting right here in front of the view, and I'm just gonna chill for a little bit. And then I'll probably go to bed shortly after this. It's been a long day. I can't believe I was in Madrid this morning. That seems like forever ago. Day 1 complete. Well, like day 3 at this point, but day 1 actually on the trail.